Hey everyone, Mah-Dry-Bread here. Pokemon Gold with no new moves was a lot of fun. Let's follow it up with a really weird one that you guys have been requesting. Today's the day that we figure out, would I be able to beat Pokemon Red with a team of only one Slowpoke? Slowpoke is a really bad Pokemon by stats, especially in the early generations before moves could be individually physical or special, rather than just based on types. We are a Water and Psychic type who has terrible special. Not only that, but we have the lowest base speed of any Pokemon in Gen 1. Attacking second is a big penalty, but it's even worse in Gen 1 because in Gen 1, critical hits are based on base speed. This gives us the lowest crit chance in the entire game. On the flip side though, we start with Confusion, and that's a pretty solid move in early game. We don't learn Water Gun until level 33, but at level 40 we learn Amnesia. But this isn't any normal amnesia, this is Gen 1 amnesia. Debatably the single most overpowered move in Pokemon history. We'll talk more about that later though. Lastly, we have an ocean of TMs we can learn, giving us really fantastic type coverage by the end of the game. Considering that we'll always get hit first though, I don't know how many chances we'll get to use the moves. Like always, I'm writing the script as I go through with the challenge, so all of this part is being written before I've started. Everyone comment down below and guess if I can win or not. I think that I can win without a doubt, but it might take a very long time and some very weird strategies. Let's explain the rules. In combat, I can only use Slowpoke. I'll need other Pokemon to use HMs, but I won't be allowed to use any of those Pokemon in battle. No glitches or exploits, no items in battle, only Pokeballs and items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let's do this. So right off the bat, I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Squirtle with Slowbro so that we can do the whole run with it. I picked to replace Squirtle so that our rival would have Bulbasaur, probably the hardest for us to fight. I name him Brandon, for no particular reason. Always start with his Confusion, so expect some really boring early fights. So here's the token part of the video where I talk about Viridian Forest. You'd think that this place would be super easy because we have a Psychic move and we're mostly fighting Weedles. Well, we're naturally slower than them, so we get poisoned at the start of just about every single fight, making it very expensive and very slow to get to Pewter City. Just a reminder, when you faint in Gen 1, you lose half your cash. It's really punishing. I got there at level 9, and we actually didn't win. Even with the Geodude and Onix having low special and Confusion being pretty good in early game, we are way slower and just get hammered with so many shots that we go down. I'm gonna need to gain a level or two. At level 11, I try again and just got way luckier with the opponent's move choice, so we didn't even get hit by Geodude. Onix still does quite a bit of damage to us, but it didn't take long to win. Mount Moon is actually decent for getting some experience on this run, since Zubats are all poison type. Leech Life is super effective against us, but they still hardly do anything. I also make sure to pick up and use the TM for Water Gun, just so that we can get it earlier. Also on our way through, I took the Helix Fossil. I knew that if I didn't say what I took, you'd all ask. Actually, now that I think about it, everyone ask anyway. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I decided to make a token attempt at the water gym, but it starts really well. Staryu just wasted its time instead of chipping away at me, so we took it out fast, but Starmie was a total chip battle. I was extremely lucky that she didn't just spam Recover and shut me down, but even with that little bit of Confusion luck, we lost. A few more levels and this should be an easy win though, so I move on to our rival instead. First is Pidgeotto. Not only did he take out half of our health, but he also sand attacked us so that our 100 accuracy moves now only have 75 accuracy. Second is Abra, but he can't fight back, so I just spammed Water Gun a bit. And third was Rattata. Right away we took a hit, missed Confusion, was hit with Tail Whip, and missed Confusion again. Thankfully it only took 2 Confusions to take him down, but we only have 12 health. Last is Bulbasaur, and I thought I was doomed, but he used Leech Seed instead of Vine Whip. Confusion did a lot of damage, and then he tackled and only hit for 6 damage in spite of the Tail Whip, so we hung on and finished it. I cannot believe we managed to survive that fight first try. With that amazing victory under our belts and Northern trainers taken out, I tried the water gym again, and this time we have Headbutt, so we just took out Starmie with over half of our health remaining. Speaking of Headbutt, that move didn't last long, because right after I go to the SSN and replace it with Body Slam with a TM. We pretty much always attack second, so the flinching of Headbutt is pretty much useless, but the paralysis of Body Slam is still fantastic. After that is another rival fight, and this one gets crazy. It starts really easily with me body slamming through most of his team, but we took 2 sand attacks in the process. On Ivysaur though, we run into something that I've never seen before. He just keeps using Leech Seed. He could have easily Vine Whipped us, but he just doesn't. We missed 4 Confusions in a row, landed one, missed another, then finally finished it off. During that time, Ivysaur just used Leech Seed 7 times. That could have been the single dumbest thing I have ever seen a trainer do in Gen 1. I mean, outside of Blaine. Time for the Electric Gym. Voltorb is first, and it instantly misses Sonic Boom, then gets taken out in 2 body slams in a row due to his paralysis. Pikachu is smarter and just hits Thunder Wave before he goes down. As Raichu comes out, though, he uses an X speed, got paralyzed off of our body slam, brought us from full health down to 20 health, and then got body slammed down. Well, I guess I was really lucky that Sonic Boom missed, considering that does exactly 20 damage. With that done, and Rock Tunnel being a breeze with Water Gun, I head straight for the Rocket Hideout. I figure that it'd be a great way to get a few more levels while we're still making progress, considering we probably aren't ready for the Grass Gym yet anyway. Before I got to Giovanni, though, I went to Saffron to learn Psychic, since I forgot to get that earlier. Giovanni was as easy as you'd expect. He loves his ground type, so Water Gun pretty much took care of him. Erica's Grass Gym just isn't happening yet. Gen 1 Victory Bell with Razor Leaf has an ungodly high crit rate, and we are slow as molasses, so we didn't even get a single knockout. Let's fight our rival in the Pokemon Tower instead. Pidgeotto hardly hurts us before he goes down, Water Onix is second, and he's a strong one. But it ends up doing very little damage since Dark wasn't a type yet. Psychic and Body Slam do a great job, but we did lose a lot of health to Dragon Rage. Growlithe is a one-shot with Water Gun, and next is Kadabra. He just failed to disable us though, so one Body Slam took him out. Last is Ivysaur, who just Leech Seeded us, and we got a one-shot in return. So while I'm in the Pokemon Tower, I learn Amnesia, so that means it's just about time that we go over just how strong Amnesia is in Gen 1. So normally, Amnesia would raise your special defense by 2 stages. For sure useful, but not exactly overpowered. But in Gen 1, there wasn't special defense, there was just special, and it's literally just one stat for both offense and defense when it comes to any move that's type made it special. Because of this, Amnesia isn't just raising your special defense in Gen 1, it's raising your special as a whole. That's like using Calm Mind twice in one turn. As if that wasn't strong enough, every time your stat changes in battle, up or down, the game improperly recalculates your stat gains from gym badges that you've earned, or as it's more commonly called, the badge boost glitch. Let's say that you've beaten Surge so that you have a small speed boost because of the badge, and then you get hit by Growl in an unrelated fight. That would lower your attack, but it would also recalculate your badge boost status, and thus your speed would be raised a bit more. This is literally an unavoidable glitch that powers you up, especially once you have every badge. So not only is Amnesia basically 2 turns worth of Calm Mind, but the rest of our stats that we already have a badge for get a small boost as well. We might be slow, but we can get incredibly strong. We could actually boost this even higher if we were using single stage boosts instead of double stage boosts, but honestly I don't even want the badge boost in the first place. Amnesia's plenty strong. After that we go to the Poison Gym, use 1 Amnesia, then sweep through the rest of his team with Psychic. Wheezing blowing up still did plenty of damage, but we hung on and got an easy badge. With that done, we grab the HM for Surf and replace Water Gun. Sometimes I see people getting confused in the comments and they think that HMs can't be used in battle. To those people I will say, please stop skipping the rules at the start. I know you guys do it, but seriously, the comments that didn't read the rules just drive me crazy. I can't help it. Anyway, I skip ahead to the Fire Gym since we can reach it now, and we're Water type, so I just take out every trainer in the gym. We're actually under-leveled for this part of the game, especially considering we're using a first form Pokemon, so I'll need to be a little bit stronger. Our low speed is really an issue. When we get to Blaine, he was actually easier than most of the trainers in his gym. From trying to heal a full health Pokemon with a Super Potion to using Roar in a trainer battle back before that did anything, Blaine fights exactly like, well, Blaine. After that, we go back to the Grass Gym and we're finally fast enough to just one-shot her team. I mean, Tangela hung on, but it's Tangela, so I was fine. When I get to Silphco, I try to fight the least amount of trainers possible. I get the feeling that we might have already been ready for the next rival, so I just want to get in there and try it early. It doesn't go great though. We have decent defense and health, but Water Onix just bypasses that with Dragon Rage. We still really don't do much damage without using Amnesia, and being slower than just about everything means that we're gonna have to take a lot of hits, especially in fights against larger teams. Next try and I use Amnesia twice right off the bat, and it made a world of difference. We wrecked his whole team like you wouldn't believe. Part of it is his own terrible move choice, but the mixture of the raw power and protection that Amnesia gives us is so strong that Venusaur's Vine Whip did almost nothing to us. Vine Whip is a pretty weak move, but it's still impressive to see it do that little to a water type. Next is the always easy Giovanni Silphco rival fight, and this time I walked into the fight without even healing since the previous one, and I just destroyed him. How is this guy the leader of Team Rocket? After that was the Psychic Gym, and in this one, I didn't even use amnesia once, and I got paralyzed, yet I had no issues at all. We just resist her too well. After that was Giovanni's Ground Gym, and considering he uses Ground and Poison types, the exact types of Pokemon that we're best against, we once again don't even need to use amnesia. After that though, we have an issue that I didn't see coming. Our next rival fight, I just used amnesia 3 times and I thought I'd sweep his team, but I forgot that Venusaur uses Razor Leaf and crits bypass stat changes, resulting in a one-shot. So he's faster, Razor Leaf almost always crits in Gen 1, and it very rarely misses. We can't learn any moves that raise speed, and held items didn't exist yet, so I can't use a Quick Claw. I might have to just do this fight over and over until he misses. I mean, until the very next attempt when he just used Vine Whip instead of Razor Leaf and did almost nothing as a result. Why did he do that? So in Victory Road, I tried to fight absolutely nothing. We might only be level 53 and with horrible speed, but I want to see just how hard we can push this amnesia thing. This is already a really weird run, and I'm sure that with enough leveling, I could win without amnesia, but where's the fun in that? Let's use amnesia as much as we can. How low of a level can we win this? I'm genuinely curious. We're gonna naturally level up a little as we fight the Elite Four, so I'm really not sure what level we'll land on. Let's take a look at our stats. Our speed is always gonna be terrible, even with the badge boost glitch activating, so we'll take a lot of hits. Crits will still be a problem too, although I'm overall not that worried. I'm gonna guess that we can win this run below level 60. Make your final guesses on if we can win or not. Let's do this. First is Ice Trainer Lorelei. This was an interesting fight, not because of the individual matchups, but because of the unintended consequence of their strategy. Lorelei had her Pokemon spam Growl on me. It wrecked our Body Slam's damage, but every single time she used it, it would reactivate the badge boost glitch and push my other stats like defense, speed, and even special higher. Because of that, they were never able to do the kind of damage that could have easily taken us out. Crazy to think that they made me win that fight. Second is Fighting Trainer Bruno. Really not much to say, it goes how you'd expect. He uses Rock and Fighting types, we're great against both of them, he doesn't last long. Third is Ghost Trainer Agatha. This one took tons of attempts to actually win because of just how often they use Hypnosis, Confuse Ray, and Nightshade. They can shut me down and do a lot of damage, even in spite of my high special. It also doesn't help that Golbat often uses Haze, getting rid of our amnesia. It only took about 10 tries to win the fight though. Between fights, I made sure that I used a power point up that I've been carrying around, as well as an elixir, since items outside of battle are allowed in combat. Fourth is Dragon Trainer Lance. This is another one that I failed over and over. He's got Dragon Rage on most of his team, and that's a massive problem when we're slower than his whole team. We have to just hope he doesn't use it that much. After a few more tries, we get this amazing run where Water Onix hits Leer 3 times and we hit Amnesia 3 times. That ended up activating the badge boost glitch 6 times straight, actually making us fast enough to outspeed Water Onix and then outspeed and one-shot both Dragonairs. It does mean that we have almost no defense though. Aerodactyl ended up missing a Hyper Beam that hands down would have one-shot us because of all the Leers, and we got to take him out with Surf as a result. Last is Dragonite, and he hit Slam, but because it was a critical hit and they bypassed the defense drops, we ended up just hardly surviving when it would have fainted us. We then hit Psychic to drop him into red health, it dropped his special, and because of that we were able to finish him off next turn in spite of his Hyper Potion. That was an amazing battle. Finally, the Pokemon Champion. Pidgeot instantly goes for Sky Attack as we're stacking Amnesia and ends up taking out half of my health with it. He then followed up with Whirlwind, doing almost nothing, and giving me a free shot with Psychic. He got a Wing Attack in, but it didn't do much, and we took him out. Alakazam is second, so I get my last Amnesia in, and then start body slamming him as he spams Recover. Eventually, he uses Psybeam, does almost nothing, and we take him out. Third is Rhydon, but he's just a one-shot with Surf, and fourth is Water Onix. Right away he misses a Hyper Beam that could have taken us out, and we took him to red health off Psychic. He used a full restore, so we just used Psychic again. He then hit Dragon Rage to bring us down to red health as we finished him. Fifth is Arcanine, who hits us with Leer to lower our defense, but we can just one-shot him with Surf, and last is Venusaur. He hits us with Mega Drain when we only had 34 health left, but we held on with only 11, one-shot him with Psychic, and in the end, we hit level 59. Just below level 60, making my guess correct. Well, that was a fun change of pace. It didn't take me very long to do, but honestly, I need an easy challenge every once in a while. I've been doing one of these Pokemon challenges every single week for over a year. Sometimes I need an easy one so that I can catch up on the rest of my channel. I really hope that you guys like that run. For next week's Pokemon challenge, I have a very special one lined up. One that you guys have been asking about for ages now. Pokemon Platinum with only Honey Tree Pokemon. As always, I'm looking forward to your suggestions in the comments, in the Pokemon Challenge section of my Discord channel, and on Twitter. Subscribe, ring the bell, stay tuned. If you want to see me do more challenges like these, please let me know in the comments or on Twitter. I can always use more ideas from you guys on what I should do next. Also, check out the playlist in the description to watch all of the Pokemon challenges that I've already uploaded. If you guys want to see more Pokemon stuff from me, my friend Whatageek and I just finished a Gen 1 randomizer over on his channel, linked in the description. You can also find myself, Whatageek, and Goosit playing Pokemon Stadium here on my channel. Also, come to my Twitch TV streams and tell me that this video sent you. It's always cool to hear how you found the channel. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.